If you own a large building, the safety of its egress system probably isn't the first thing on your mind. After all, most buildings never experience an emergency evacuation. But when they do, the safety of their egress system can mean the difference between a smooth evacuation and one that results in fatalities. Implementing the International Building Code and the International Fire Code's egress regulations is the best way to protect your building occupants against dangerous evacuations. The International Building Code and the International Fire Code apply to the institutional, educational, business, hotel, public safety, and R1 residential buildings that contain occupied floors above 75 feet from the lowest level of fire department vehicle access. The International Building Code governs new construction and is practiced in all 50 states. The International Fire Code governs new construction and existing construction and is practiced in 42 states. If you live in a state that hasn't adopted a version of the International Fire Code, implementing its exit enclosure regulations is still critical to protecting your building occupants and also your reputation. When evacuations result in casualties, the resulting bad press and legal action can be overwhelming. Implementing the International Fire Code's exit enclosure regulations doesn't involve construction, expensive equipment, or consulting fees. In fact, you can easily implement the regulations yourself by purchasing and applying luminous egress markings, floor identification signs, emergency exit symbols, and fire safety signs according to the code's latest version. If your building's exit enclosures already contain emergency backup lighting, you might question the necessity of applying luminous egress markings and safety signs. Well, there are two reasons why you should. First, emergency backup lighting doesn't perform well in the presence of smoke. Instead of illuminating egress paths, its lighting can get lost in the smoke, like a headlight gets lost in the fog. Second, emergency backup lighting is only as dependable as its power source. If generators power backup lighting and they fail, the lighting becomes useless. Unlike emergency backup lighting, photoluminescent material is self-sustaining and glows brightly. It does not depend on batteries or generators, and because it is installed at the floor level below the smoke, it remains easily visible through thick smoke and airborne debris. If you are a building owner, look at what your vertical exit enclosures are lacking and implement the International Fire Code's egress regulations today.